Good morning. Ira Epstein with your morning flash update. And this update is for the morning of Friday, the 11th of July, 2025, about 8:20 a.m. Hope you're not flying into or out of Chicago. There's been ground stoppages because of severe rains. And I mean, they have been unbelievable. If you have a basement, it probably got flooded in many areas. I was looking at the viaduct systems and so on. Terrible. So it's going to clear up now. The planes will start flying. But that also, what does that do for the grain markets? Because while we don't grow grain in Chicago, obviously, it does come to us from the West and sometimes in the Southwest. And as it's coming through, it tells you how those areas are doing. Just an idea there. The stock market down across the board, bouncing a little bit off the lows. But what happened? You were just at record highs yesterday. And I was complaining last night, and I use that word complaining in quotes, that the president had not issued the rest of the letters by July 9th, as he said, on what the tariffs would be. Scott Bessent keeps coming out. We have 3 deals. They're very close. We should have them over the hump. No deals have been announced by the Howard Lutnick or he or the president. But later at night, maybe the president watched my video. The president gave one of the letters and went to Canada, 35% tariff, not what they were looking for, but it's also not on all goods. Everything covered under USMCA, not touched. 10% tariffs on energy, not touched. Certain exclusions on auto parts and autos, that stays in place. So it's a finite amount of goods. More important, the president said in his post that he's sending out letters sometime today that are going to not give you 10% on all the other countries, but he's going to bump up the minimum tariffs to 15 to 20%. So no deals, the tariffs coming. Now we'll see what goes on. Those can still be all stopped by August 1st, and you can imagine there'll be plane loads of people coming in from foreign countries trying to get those tariffs reduced. Vietnam is already arguing with the U.S. They're saying they never agreed to 20% tariff. They thought it was going to be a 10. We'll see what goes on there. So just be ready that that is the impact of the market. And the president mentioned in his interview with CNBC last night over the phone that, obviously the markets like what he's doing. You just went to new all-time high in the stocks. He feels empowered to continue on this. I can't say that he's wrong with what he's saying. Look at how the silver market continues to move up against the gold market, but now you're pushing $39. Remember that silver report I gave you? Talking about the ratio, talking about I thought silver was going to break out, and I think $50 is a possibility. I haven't changed my opinion. On the energy markets, you got to take a look at what's going on here. The IEA today came out with its full report. I'm not going to cover it here. That'll be in my full research for all my subscribers, and I give you the details there, and there'll be a lot more, in fact, this morning. Bonds and notes fairly stable. The dollar not moving much, nor the foreign currency markets. So as I just said, one of the ways to work with me is what do I write during the day. Monday through Thursday, 2 reports, and I give you good ideas, I think, on what's going to happen, where the markets could be headed, explanation of all the key reports. How do you get it? Go to iraepstein.com, free offers, and when you're in the free offer section, just look for my report. Sign up for it if you haven't tried it before. Otherwise, go to the research section on the website and become part of what we do there. I'm Ira. You have yourself a great morning. I will catch up with you all at the either the end of the day today or tomorrow for the weekend wrap-ups. Take care.